What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. And if it's your first time here, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I'll see you again. So today we're going to be making a nice, delicious buttermilk fried chicken tenders. So let's get started. All right, guys, so we're starting by cutting your chicken tenders. So you can definitely buy them at the store already cut, but I like to do this myself because I can control how big my tenders are gonna be, how small, how fat, you can control that stuff. But you can definitely get it at the store, and this is gonna make a lot of leftover, guys. So just cut them, and here I have them wash and dry already. I washed them with some vinegar and lime, and I just pat them dry. And I'm seasoning them with salt, pepper, and garlic. Guys, everything that I'm using for this is gonna be on the screen. Please make sure you take a screenshot so you can make this delicious chicken tenders. And yeah, so I added some my chicken, some salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. And I'm pretty much gonna season everything I'm putting into this, guys. Do not be afraid to season your food. I'm gonna season my buttermilk, and I'm also gonna season my flour. You just want to, build and build flavor. You want to make sure that everything has flavor. So now I'm adding 1 cup of buttermilk. Guys, if you don't have buttermilk, you can definitely make your own. I have a little video, not a little video, but I'll tell you how to make buttermilk when I make my drop cheddar biscuits. So that's a video that I have there. Make sure you check it out. So to my buttermilk, I added onion powder. Now I'm adding paprika. I also gonna add a little bit more onion powder. También le puse un paquetico de sazón Goya. And I also added some dry herbs. The dry herbs, it just brings out, it just gives it like an extra brightness to the to the tenders. So I had parsley, and I also used thyme and some salt and some pepper, and that's it. That's all. So we're just gonna mix this up. You want to make sure you let this sit, guys. I'm just gonna mix this up and let it sit for 8 hours. You can let it sit for like an hour. You just want to make sure that the milk, that the buttermilk and the chicken and all the spices get to know each other. So yeah, just make sure you let it rest so it can get nice and marinated. And you see how good our buttermilk mixture look with the chicken? Guys, if your buttermilk doesn't look like that, just seasoning, you need to add a little bit more seasoning. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cover this, I'm gonna put it in my fridge, and I'm just gonna let it marinate. All right, guys, so here is my chicken after 8 hours, and I have my flour. So like I said, we're gonna season everything in this recipe. So to my flour, I'm adding cornstarch. Cornstarch gives it also like an extra crispiness to the chicken. And I'm adding some adobo. I'm pretty much just adding the same things that I added to the buttermilk mixture. So I added salt, pepper. I'm gonna add some paprika, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and the same herbs, which is dry parsley and thyme. You're just gonna add it because you want to make sure your flour also has seasoning, because when you bite into this, the first thing you taste is the flour. So you want to make sure that that flour is also nice and seasoned. All right, guys, so we're just gonna mix that up, And now we're gonna do the breading of the chicken. So I do my breading a little bit different than most people. So this also, the way that I do it, it prevents the flour from going all over the oil. So I take my chicken from the buttermilk batter, I dip it in my flour, and I put it back into the buttermilk and then back into the flour. So this is a good for me, and I always do this. It's a good way to retain one the flour, like I said, and also it makes your chicken crispy. It makes your chicken nice and juicy also. So yeah, so what I did, I take it from the buttermilk, I put it in the flour, and then back into the buttermilk, and then I'm gonna put it back into the flour, and that's it. And guys, let me tell you, this process, you're not gonna have flour all over your oil. I'm telling you, just try it, and you let me know what you think. So, and guys, you see how big those chicken tenders are? I'm telling you, this is why I cut them myself, because they are, I like big tenders. So, it's a way to control the size of it. And it makes a lot of leftovers. I have a bunch of chicken tenders that I can just use the next day, and it's perfect for chicken sandwich, chicken wraps. You can do whatever you want with that. Okay, guys, so as I was doing my breading, I had my Dutch oven on medium, and my oil reached the 350 temperature. So that's when I added my chicken, and we're gonna cook these tenders for like 5 minutes. So yeah, this is very fast. So look, after 3 minutes, this is what they look like. Look how good they look just after 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna flip them and let them cook another 2 minutes, and that's it. That's all. And guys, you want to make sure when you're frying this, you don't overcrowd your pot. You want to do this in batches, because if you put everything at once, it's just gonna it's not gonna fry. It's gonna like boil. So just make sure you do like different batches. Like with this, once I did three because they were pretty big. Look how they look. It's so good. I'm telling you guys, make your own chicken tenders. It's worth it. You can get your kids involved, with the breading and stuff. Listen, and the leftovers, like I said before, I had leftovers. I made chicken sandwiches. You can make wraps. You can make anything you want. And look how they look. I'm telling you, 5 minutes. Look how good our chicken tenders look, guys. Trust me, this is worth it. And they are a good size. You can serve this. I serve this con plátano frito, pero you can serve this with whatever you want. But you can just even eat them like that. Like just eat them like that without nothing, just a little dipping sauce. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna need no size. And let me show you how good our buttermilk chicken tenders look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please give this a try. Y mi gente, buen provecho.